Hello, my name's Dan. I'm 29 years old and I'm from a little town called Warwick, which is in the UK. I'm doing this video today because I've heard so much about the It Gets Better project and watched many videos and I've been really inspired by them. So I thought, well, I'll add my own to it and see if I can help and inspire people out there too to be comfortable with themselves and to know that although it's a cliche, it really does get better. Um, so as I say, I'm from Warwick, and I run a charity. It's called Push Projects. It's an LGBT youth sport charity. I set it up about 2.5 years ago in response to feeling that young LGBT people needed a source of support that actually wasn't out there. So that's what I did, and now we're supporting young people not just in my local area but nationally and in other countries as well, links in America, so forth. But anyway, this isn't about a plug for the charity. I'm here to talk about my experiences of being gay and my story and where I'm at now, and hopefully offer some tips and inspiration to you watching this video. um, I first knew that I was different when I was about 5 years old. I remember knowing that I wanted to marry a man when I grew up. I didn't know what gay was back then, but I knew I was going to be with a man. Over the years, when I came to realise what being gay is, I knew that that was me. I identified with it. I felt I couldn't come out though. Um, and then bullying was a big part of my life at school, because other people perceived that I was gay because I was obviously a little bit different. The bullying lasted for many years. I was called all sorts of names. I was physically abused also. The school never did anything about the bullying. It was always overlooked, brushed under the carpet, let go. No one was ever punished or told off or told that actually their bullying's not acceptable. And this really affected my mental well-being. I did have friends outside of school, and I told them when I was about 15, 16 that I was gay, and luckily they accepted it. So finally I had someone to talk to about it. I came out to my parents and my family at about 18 years old, and it largely went okay. There were a couple of people in my family that were not so accepting of it, one of my parents in particular, but perhaps it's because it was a big shock to them, not necessarily that they were homophobic. Fast forward to 11 years later, uh, all of my family accept it now. They've come to terms with it. They understand what being gay is, and as long as I'm happy, they are happy actually. With the bullying that happened at school had a lasting effect on me. I'll be honest about that. I suffered from many mental health issues stemming from that. But one day something clicked in my mind, and I thought, actually, I'm not going to let the bullies win anymore. I'm going to take control and ownership of my situation and my issues, and I'm going to stick it to them, basically. Um, Easier said than done. I'll admit that too. And it was a long and lengthy and difficult process to get to the point where I am now. But I just thought, actually, I've got people in my life who do accept me, who do accept who I am and understand. So I need to learn to love myself and to move on, basically, from what the bullies did to me, because really, they're not important anymore. The here and now and the future, that's what's important. The past can't be changed, but it can be accepted. That's my outlook on life, generally. Um, and so now I'm providing support to LGBT youth, providing the support that wasn't available when I was younger and still isn't really widely available now, you know. So I have some tips if you're thinking of coming out, some important tips, I think. The first one is to not feel that you actually have to come out. People don't come out as straight. Why should you have to come out as gay? Obviously, I know some people feel they do, and it's perhaps the done thing. But if you do decide to come out, make sure it's on your own terms and you do it when you are comfortable to do it, not because you're pressured or feel you have to do it at a certain time. Do it when it is right for you. Secondly, I would say if there's someone, a family or a family member or friend you can confide in to maybe soften the blow, tell them first. Come out to them and kind of test the water, and it may be that they can actually help you come out to other people or advise you on how to. You may find that actually you're not alone, and there's support within your networks, within your family and friends for you. Thirdly, there is no right or wrong way to come out. Everyone's coming out experience is different, as individual as you are. And I think that's a really important thing to keep in mind. You know, do it in the way that feels right for you, not because someone else has done it a certain way or we've seen something on television. Do what is right for you and how you feel in your heart. And they're my main tips really regarding coming out. The main thing is to not suffer in silence. Try and find someone you can talk to. If not a family member or friend, then look to see if there's any support in your local area. That, you know, someone who you can talk to. Maybe there's someone at your school or college, you know, pastoral support that you can talk to, a teacher maybe. Or, you know, look online and find some kind of support that way. There's plenty of organisations out there that can help. They may not be in your local area, but they can help. And I guess that's all I've got to say. And I hope you can take something from this video. And, you know, I hope it helps. And just keep in mind that it does get better. And I wish you all the very best.